Chapter 151. Arrangement of the Mummy Chamber. Thy right eye is like the septet boat. Thy left eye is like the atet boat. Thine eyebrows are like Anpu. Thy fingers are like Thoth. Thy hair is like Ptah Seeker. They make a fair way for thee, and they smite down for thee the fiends of Set. Isis saith, I have come to protect thee, O Osiris, with the north wind which cometh forth from Tem. I have strengthened for thee thy throat. I have caused thee to be with the god, and I have placed all thine enemies under thy feet. Nepheus saith, I go round about behind my sister Osiris, Mut-hetep. I have come that I may protect thee, and my strength, which protecteth, shall be behind thee for ever and ever. The god Ra hearkeneth unto thy cry. Thou, O daughter of Hathor, art made to triumph. Thy head shall never be taken away from thee, and thou shalt be made to rise up in peace. A deity saith, if any would come to fetter thee, I will not allow him to do so. If any would come to hurl missiles at thee, I will not allow him to do so. But I will fetter thee, and I will hurl missiles at thee. And I am protecting thee, O Mut-hetep, triumphant. The Tet saith, O thou that comest quickly, I turn back thy steps, O Khep-hera, and I illumine thy hidden place. I stand behind the Tet on the day of turning back slaughterers, and I am protecting thee, O Mut-hetep, triumphant before Osiris. The flame saith, I surround with sand the hidden tomb, and drive away him that would attack it. I lighten the funeral mountain. I cast a light thereon. I traverse the way, and I protect Mut-hetep, triumphant. Anubis, who is at the head of the divine hall, and who dwelleth upon his mountain, the Lord of Tesheret, saith, I have come to protect Osiris, Mut-hetep, triumphant. The living soul of Mut-hetep saith, let Ra be adored in heaven. And when he setteth on the western horizon of heaven, the living soul and the perfect coup of Mut-hetep, triumphant before Osiris, say, adored be Ra when he riseth in the eastern horizon of heaven. And the lady of the house, Mut-hetep, saith, hail, Shibiti figure, if I be condemned, or if there be allotted to me any work to do in the underworld, behold, let opposition be set aside, such as is done by a man in his turn, namely sowing the fields, and filling the channels with water, and bringing the sand of the west to the east. O be thou present when I call unto thee. Mestha saith, I am thy daughter, O Muthetep, and I have come to protect thee. I make thy house to germinate and to be established firmly, according to what Ptah hath commanded, and according to what Ra hath commanded. Hapi saith, I have come to protect thee, O Osiris Muthetep. I bind up for thee thy head and thy members. I smite down thine enemies. For thee beneath thee, and I give thee thy head forever. Taumua F saith, I am thy daughter, who loveth thee, O Muthetep, triumphant forever. I have come, and I have avenged thee, O my father Osiris, upon him that did evil unto thee, and I have brought him under thy feet. Kuheb Senuuf saith, I am Kuheb Senuuf, and I have come that I may protect Muthetep. I have collected into a whole body for thee thy bones. I have gathered together for thee thy members. I have brought thy heart, and I do set it upon its seat within thy body, and I make thy house to germinate after thee. Chapter 151, The Speech of Anpu. The god Anpu, who dwelleth in the city of embellishment, the governor of the divine house, placeth his two hands upon the Lord of life, of Nebseni, the scribe and draughtsman of the temple of Ptah, the Lord of piety, the son of the scribe, and designer Thena, triumphant, born of the lady of the house Mut Resteth, triumphant. And he furnisheth him with the things which belong to him. Homage to thee, O happy one, divine Lord, who art endowed with the sight of the Uchat. Ptah Seeker hath bound thee up, Anpu hath exalted thee, and Shu hath caused thee to be lifted up. O face of beauty, thou divine prince of eternity, thou hast thine eyes, O scribe Nebseni, thou Lord of piety, and beautiful it is. Thy right is in the sectet boat, and thy left eye is in the atet boat, and thine eyebrows are of fair appearance in the presence of the company of the gods. Thy brow is in the protection of Anpu, and the back of thy head, O beautiful one, is before the holy hawk. Thy fingers are established with written works in the presence of the Lord of Kemenu Thoth, who hath given to me the speech of the sacred books. Thy hair is beautiful before Ptah Seeker, and thou, O scribe Nebseni, thou Lord of piety, art beautiful before the great company of the gods. The great God looketh upon thee, and he leadeth thee along the path of happiness, and sepulchral meals are bestowed upon thee. He overthroweth for thee all thine enemies, and setteth them under thee in the presence of the great company of the gods, who dwell in the mighty house of the aged one, which is in Anu, Heliopolis. Chapter 152, of building a house upon earth. The chapter of building a house upon the earth. The overseer of the house of the overseer of the sill, Nu, triumphant, saith, Hail Seb, rejoiceth for the Osiris Nu, standeth up over his body, and he goeth round about among those who follow Ra. To men and to the gods, who have given birth to their own fathers, I have ascribed praise, and they have sight. The goddess Sheshta hath brought the god Neb, and Anpu, Anubis, hath called unto the Osiris Nu to build a house on the earth. Its foundation is in Anu, Heliopolis, and the circuit thereof reacheth to Keheraha. The shrine is like that of the god Sekhem, who dwelleth in Sekhem, according to that which I have written for the renewal thereof, and men and women bring offerings and libations and ministrants, and Osiris saith unto the gods who are in his following and who journey along, Behold ye the house which hath been built for a coup, who is provided with all his attributes, who cometh daily to renew himself among you. O hold ye him in awe, and ascribe ye unto him praises, and let him be a favoured being with you. Look ye to what I have done, and to what I have said. And Osiris saith concerning the god, Let him come daily to renew himself among you, and let a beast for sacrifice be brought unto him by the south wind, and let grain be brought unto him by the north wind, and let barley be brought unto him from the ends of the earth. The mouth of Osiris hath ordered this for me. Drawing onward, may he go round about on his left hand. May he place himself on his right hand. And may he see men, and the gods, and the Kus, and the dead drawing him along with praises and cries of joy. And may he be a favoured being with them. Chapter 153 of Escaping from the Net. The chapter of coming forth from the net. The Osiris Nu, the overseer of the house of the overseer of the sill, triumphant saith, Hail thou God, who lookest behind thee, thou God, who hast gained the mastery over thine heart. I go a fishing with the cordage of the uniter of the earth, and of him that maketh a way through the earth. Hail ye fishers, who have given birth to your own fathers, who lay snares with your nets, and who go round about in the chambers of the waters. Take ye not me in the net, wherewith ye ensnared the helpless fiends, and rope me not in with the rope, wherewith ye roped in the abominable earth followers, which had its wooden frame reaching unto heaven, and its weighted parts upon the earth. Let me come forth, escape from the pegs. Thereof let me rejoice along with the god of the Hanu boat. Let me come forth from its bars. Let me rise up like the god Sebek, and let me make a flight to you away from the snare of the fowler, whose fingers are hidden. I know the pole with curved ends, which is in it. Mighty finger of Sekri is its name. I know the Mekes, which is in it. Thigh of the god Nemu is its name. I know the piece of wood, which openeth in it. Hand of Isis is its name. I know the knife of slaughter, which is in it. Slaughtering knife, wherewith Isis cut off a piece of flesh from Horus, is its name. I know the names of the frame and weights which are in it. Leg and thigh of the double lion god are their names. I know the name of the cordage wherewith it snareth living things. Vigour of Tem is its name. I know the name of the snares, who lay snares therewith. Akeru gods, ancestors of Akabayu gods, are their names. I know the names of its hands, 2 hands of the great god, the Lord who heareth speech in Anu, Helipolis. On the night of the festival of the half month in the temple of the moon god, bits missing, are their names. I know the name of the thigh which surroundeth it at its upper part, thigh of iron, whereupon the gods stand, is its name. I know the name of the superintendent who receiveth the fish therefrom, knife and vessel of the superintendent of the god is his name. I know the name of the table whereat he placeth himself, table of Horus, where he sitteth in solitude, in the darkness, and is not seen. The abjects fear him, and those therein ascribe unto him praises, is its name. I have come, I am crowned, or have risen like the mighty God who leadeth along the earth. And I have gone down to the earth in the 2 great boats, and behold, the mighty one hath placed me within the temple of the mighty God. I have come along with the snarer, my wooden tools, arrot, are with me, my knife is with me, and my hacking knife is with me. I come forth, and I go round about, and I snare with the net. I know the name of the pole with curved ends, Temenriu, flowing from the great finger of Osiris, is its name. I know the name of the 2 pieces of wood which hold fast, hooks of the ancestors of Ra, is the name of one, and hook of the ancestor of Hathor is the name of the other. I, even I, know the cords which are on the pole with curved ends. Cords of the Lord of mankind is their name. I know the name of the table, hand of Isis is its name. I know the name of its ropes, robe of the god, the firstborn is their name. I know the name of the cordage, cordage of the day is its name. I know the names of the fowlers and of the fishermen. Akeru gods, ancestors of Ra, is their name. I know the names of the Temenu, ancestors of Seb, is their name. I have brought unto thee that which thou eatest, and I have brought that which I eat, and thou eatest that which Seb eateth with Osiris. Hail thou God, whose face is behind him, thou God, who hast gained the mastery over his heart, thou fisher and fowler of the opener of the earth. Hail ye fishers, who have given birth to your own fathers, and who lay snares within the city of Nefer sent. Take ye me not into your net, and snare ye me not with the snares wherewith ye ensnared the helpless fiends, and wherewith ye caught the abominable earth followers. For I know the net, I know the upper framework, and the lower heavy parts thereof. Behold me then, for I have come. I have my pole with curved ends with me. I have my mekhes with me. I have my table with me. I have my slaughtering knife with me. I have come, and I have entered in, and I have myself pressed forward. Know ye that I, even I, know the name of the snarer, or of that which snareth foul in his place. I have smitten it, I have opened it, out I have struck it, and I have set it upon its seat. Now the mekhes which is with me is the thigh of the god Nemu, and the pole with curved ends which is with me is the finger of Sekeri, and the table which is with me is the hand of Isis. And the slaughtering knife which is with me is the slaughtering knife of the god Nemu. O grant that I may come, O grant then that I may sit in the boat of Ra. Let me sail forth on the lake of Testus towards the northern heaven. Let me do as do they who sing when they sing praises of my car, and let me live as do they there. The Osiris Nu, triumphant, cometh forth upon your ladder, which Ra hath made for him, and Horus and Suti hold him fast by the hand. Chapter 153 of Escaping the Catcher of Fish. The chapter of coming forth from the catcher of the fish. The Osiris Nu, the overseer of the house of the overseer of the seal, triumphant saith, Hail ye who lay snares, and ye who work the nets, And ye who are fishers, hail ye who have given birth to your own fathers. Know ye that I know the name of the great and mighty net, Anquet, Clincher, is its name. Know ye that I know the name of its cordage, Root, Vigour, of Isis, is its name. Know ye that I know the name of the Mehes, thigh of Tem, is its name. Know ye that I know the name of its pole with curved ends, finger of Nemu, is its name. Know ye that I know the name of its table, Hook of Ptah is its name. Know ye that I know the name of its slaughtering knife, Chopper of Isis is its name. Know ye that I know the name of its weights, Iron in heaven is its name. Know ye that I know the name of its rushes, feathers or hair of the hawk is their name. Know ye that I know the name of the fishes, Ape is their name. Know ye that I know the name of the thigh, thigh whereon standeth the temple of the moon, is its name. Know ye that I know the name of the fowler, Prince, mighty one, who sitteth on the eastern side of heaven, is his name. I have not eaten, O great divine one. Behold, the great divine one hath given me drink. I have not seated myself upon my thighs in the waters, but I eat, and I satisfy myself with food before him. The seeds of death are in my body. I am Neker, I am Ra, coming forth from Nu, the divine soul of the God. I create the God who, and wrong is the thing which I abominate. I am Osiris, the maker of Ma, whereon Ra doth live, each and every day. I am invoked by the name of Bull, and I am addressed among the company of the gods by the name of Neh. I create mine own self along with Nu, in my name of Khepera, whereby I create myself each and every day. I am the God of divine splendour, and I rise up as Ra, the Lord of the East. Life is given unto me through his coming forth therefrom. I have come into heaven, and I embrace my seat which is in the east, with the children of the princes who dwell in their fields. And I have delivered her that brought me forth in peace. I eat like the god Shu. I satisfy myself with food like the god Shu. I ease myself like the god Shu. The divine kings of the north and south are with me. The god Kenesu is with me, and those who bind up their heads are with me. Embrace ye then the flame in the land of the multitude. Chapter 154 of not letting the body perish. The chapter of not letting the body perish. The Osiris Nu, the overseer of the house of the overseer of the seal, triumphant saith, Homage to thee, O my divine father Osiris. I came to embalm thee. Do thou embalm these, my members, for I would not perish, and come to an end, but would be even like unto my divine father, Khepera, the divine type of him that never saw corruption. Come then, make strong my breath, then, O Lord of the winds, who dost magnify those divine beings who are like unto himself. Stablish me doubly then, and fashion me strongly, O Lord of the funeral chest. Grant thou that I may enter into the land of everlastingness, according to that which was done for thee, along with thy father Tem, whose body never saw corruption, and who is the being who never saw corruption. I have never done that which thou hatest. Nay, I have cried out among those who love thy car. Let not my body become worms, but deliver me as thou didst thyself. I pray thee, let me not fall into rottenness, even as thou dost permit every god and every goddess and every animal and every reptile to see corruption when the soul hath gone forth from them after their death. And when the soul departeth or perisheth, a man seeth corruption, and the bones of his body rot, and become wholly stinkingness, the members decay, pessimil, the bones crumble into a helpless mass, and the flesh becometh floated liquid, and he becometh a brother unto the decay which cometh upon him, and he turneth into multitudes of worms, and he becometh altogether worms, and an end is made of him, and he perisheth in the sight of the god Shu, even as doth every god and every goddess, and every feathered fowl, and every fish, and every creeping thing, and every reptile, bits missing, and every animal, and everything whatsoever. Therefore shall they fall on their bellies when they recognize me, and behold, the fear of me shall terrify them, and thus likewise shall it be with every being after death, whether it be animal, or bird, or fish, or worm, or reptile. Let life come from its death, and let not decay caused by any reptile make an end of me. And let them not come against me in their various forms. Do not thou give me over unto that slaughterer, who dwelleth in his torture chamber, who killeth the members and maketh them rot, being himself hidden, who worketh destruction upon many dead bodies, and liveth by slaughter. Let me live and perform his message, and let me do that which is commanded by him. Give me not over unto his fingers. Let him not gain the mastery over me, for I am under thy command, O Lord of the gods. Homage to thee, O my divine father Osiris. Thou hast thy being with thy members. Thou didst not decay, thou didst not become worms, thou didst not diminish, thou didst not become corruption, thou didst not putrefy, and thou didst not turn into worms. I am the God Khepera, and my members shall have an everlasting existence. I shall not decay, I shall not rot, I shall not putrefy, I shall not turn into worms, and I shall not see corruption before the eye of the god Shu. I shall have my being, I shall have my being, I shall live, I shall live, I shall germinate, I shall germinate, I shall germinate, I shall wake up in peace, I shall not putrefy, my intestines shall not perish, I shall not suffer injury, mine eye shall not decay, the form of my visage shall not disappear, mine ear shall not become deaf, my head shall not be separated from my neck, my tongue shall not be carried away, my hair shall not be cut off, mine eyebrows shall not be shaved off, and no baleful injury shall come upon me. My body shall be established, and it shall neither fall into ruin, nor be destroyed on this earth. Chapter 155 of a Tet of Gold. The chapter of a Tet of Gold, that Osiris knew, the overseer of the house of the overseer of the Seal, saith, Rise up, thou, O Osiris, thou hast thy backbone, O still heart, thou hast the ligatures of thy neck and back, O still heart, place thou thyself upon thy base. I put water beneath thee, and I bring unto thee a Tet of gold, that thou mayest rejoice therein. In the underworld, and at the New Year festivals, he shall be like those who are in the following of Osiris, continually and forever. Chapter 156 of a Buckle of Carnelian. The chapter of a Buckle of Carnelian, that Osiris knew, the overseer of the house of the overseer of the Seal, saith, May the blood of Isis and the powers of Isis and the enchantments of Isis be powers to protect this mighty one and to guard him from him that would do unto him anything which he abominateth. Chapter 157 of the Amulet of the Vulture. The chapter of the Vulture of Gold, which is to be placed at the neck of the deceased, that Osiris Af Anka triumphant saith, Isis cometh and hovereth over the city, and she goeth about seeking the secret habitations of Horus. As he emergeth from his papyrus swamps, and she lifteth up his shoulder, which is in evil case, he is made one of the company in the divine boat, and the sovereignty of the whole world is decreed for him. He hath warred mightily, and he maketh his deeds to be remembered. He hath made fear of him to exist, and awe of him to have its being. His mother, the mighty lady, protecteth him, and she hath transferred her power to Horus. Chapter 158 of the Collar of Gold. The chapter of a collar of gold, which shall be placed at the neck of the deceased. The Osiris Unka triumphant saith, O my father, my brother, my mother Isis, I am unswathed, and I see, I am one of those who are unswathed, and who see the god Seb. Chapter 159 of the Amulet of the Uchach. The chapter of the Uchach. Amulet made of Mother Emerald, which shall be placed at the neck of the deceased. The Osiris Unka triumphant saith, Hail thou who comest forth daily from the temple of the god. The mighty lady speaketh, and she goeth round about in the gate of the double house, and she taketh possession of the might of her father, that is to say, the Sahu, who is the bull of the goddess Renehenet. She taketh those who are in her following, and she maketh an opportunity for those, the opportunity of the door. Chapter 160 of giving the Uchat amulet. The chapter of giving an Uchat of Mother of Emerald to the scribe Nebseni, triumphant, who saith, I am the Uchat of Mother of Emerald, which cannot be injured, and which the hand of Thoth adoreth. Injury is a thing which I abominate. It is in sound state, and I am in sound state. It is not injured, and I am not injured. It is not worn away, and I am not worn away. The words of Thoth are at thy back, O Thoth, who comest in peace. O divine prince of Anu, Helipolis, thou mighty god, who dwellest in the city of Pi. The god Shu advanceth to him, and findeth him in the city of Shenemu, in his name Neshem, Mother of Emerald. He maketh his place in the fortress of the mighty god. The god Tem resteth upon his eye, and his members shall not suffer injury. Chapter 161 of the Doors of the Winds. The chapter of forcing an entrance into heaven. This Thoth doeth to make felicitous the way for him that would enter into the disk. To the door of the west wind, Ra liveth, the tortoise dieth, pure is the body in the earth, and pure are the bones of Osiris, the Kent, Nefer Ubeneth, triumphant. To the door of the east wind, Ra liveth, the tortoise dieth. Sound is he who is in the chest. Who is in the chest? Osiris, Nefer Ubeneth, triumphant. To the door of the north wind, Ra liveth. The tortoise dieth. The Osiris Nether Ubeneth, triumphant, is strong in his members. Queb Senath guardeth them. To the door of the south wind, Ra liveth. The tortoise dieth. The bolts are drawn, and they pass through his foundation. Rubric. Every Sahu, for whom these divine figures have been painted upon his coffin, shall make his way through these 4 entrances into heaven. That of the north wind belongeth to Osiris, that of the south wind to Ra, that of the west wind to Isis, and that of the east wind to Netheus. Each one of these winds shall breathe into his nostrils as he entereth in his daily course. Let none who is outside know this chapter. It is a great mystery, and those who dwelt in the swamps, the ignorant, know it not. Thou shalt not do this in the presence of any person, except thy father, or thy son, or thyself alone. For it is indeed an exceedingly great mystery, which no man whatsoever knoweth. Chapter 162. Of keeping warm the head. The chapter of making heat to be under the head of the deceased. To be recited. Homage to thee, O thou God Pa, thou mighty one, whose plumes are lofty, thou Lord of the erect crown, who rulest with the whip. Thou art the Lord of the phallus, thou growest as thou shinest, with rays of light, and thy shining is to the uttermost parts of the earth and sky. Thou art the Lord of transformations, and hast manifold skins, which thou hidest in the Ucha at its birth. Thou art the mighty one of names. Among the gods, the mighty runner, whose strides are mighty. Thou art the God, the mighty one, who comest and rescuest the needy one, and the afflicted, from him that oppresseth him. Give heed to my cry. I am the cow, and thy divine name is in my mouth, and I will utter it. Hagwa Hakaha is thy name. Urari Kwasaan Kwehe Bithathi is thy name. Kweherisu is thy name. Kahar Satha is thy name. I praise thy name. I am the cow that hearkeneth unto the petition on the day wherein thou placest heat under the head of Ra. I place it for him in the divine gate in Anu, Helipolis, and thou shalt make him to become even like him that is upon the earth. He is thy soul. Bits missing. O be gracious unto Osiris Arth Anka, triumphant, and cause thou heat to exist under his head, for indeed he is the soul of the great divine body, which resteth in Anu, Ku Kepra Eru, is his name. Bekatha Chua is his name. Be gracious then, and grant that he may become like unto one of those who are in thy following. For he is even as art thou. Rubric. This chapter shall be recited over the image of a cow, which hath been made in fine gold, and placed at the neck of the deceased, and it shall be written upon new papyrus, and placed under his head. Then shall abundant warmth be in him throughout, even like that which was in him when he was upon earth. This hath exceedingly great protective power, for it was made by the cow for her son Ra, when he was setting, and when his habitation was surrounded by a company of beings of fire, and the deceased shall become divine in the underworld, and he shall never be turned back at any of the gates thereof. And thou shalt say, when thou placest the image of this goddess at the neck of the deceased, O Amen, O Amen, who art in heaven, turn thy face upon the dead body of thy son, and make him sound and strong in the underworld. This is a composition of exceedingly great mystery. Let not the eye of any man whatsoever see it, for it is an abominable thing for every man to know it. Therefore hide it. Book of the Mistress of the Hidden Temple is its name. Here endeth the book.